Hello, all Clan Elliot folk and Celtophiles, lovers of all things Celtic. I'm Carolyn Elliot, Colorado Co-Commissioner of Clan Elliot. Here's about a 5.5 minute description of the Elliots and how they got to the borderlands of Scotland and England. Living very comfortably, thank you very much, at the base of the Eastern Highlands and just inland westward from what is now Aberdeen, northeastern coast. Clan Elliot folk enjoyed the valley life and the fruits of Mother Earth. The bucolic life was not to last, unfortunately. Clan Douglas, who lived on the Scottish borderlands in the south, came all the way north to recruit us to help them drive out the English. The bargain included our gaining the land the English had taken over if we would push the English out. Obviously, Clan Elliot won that quote-unquote debatable land, but to leave a peaceful and beautiful area in the north is puzzling. We felt a deep obligation, apparently, to King Robert the Bruce's son, Robert Jr., in the early 1300s, to get the English to exit our land. Robert Jr. had become Lord of Liddesdale at Hermitage Castle, which today is part of the Clan Elliot area on the borderlands. The previous Lord of Liddesdale, William de Soulis, was imprisoned for treason, or as legend has it, he was boiled alive because he had summoned the dark arts to prey on and kill children to increase his perceived power. Reputedly, Hermitage Castle, where de Soulis lived and subsequently Robert Jr. lived, is the most haunted castle in Scotland. Clearly, duty called us back in the day. After we assumed the land back in the very early 1300s, unfortunately, we suffered the traipsing of the Scottish military and the marauding of the English army through our croplands and pastures, destroying our food sources. As the inventive lot we are, we turned to cattle thieving. Of course, people knew us as the best horse riders, along with our thieving. Still, reivers, thieves, must make a living, and we did from about 1300 to 1700 as thieves. At some point, possibly between the late 1300s and late 1400s, Elliots began living in what is now Haywick, along the southern border with England, and became the Elliots of Minto at Haywick. Still, other Elliots lived at Redheugh and were and are known as Elliots of Stobbs at Redheugh. Nonetheless, the chief of Clan Elliot was appointed as captain of Hermitage Castle in Liddesdale. The captain designation was shared amongst all Elliots, such as Robert Elliot of Redheugh as the 10th chief in 1476. Sadly, a fire destroyed nearly all written records of Clan Elliot, likely because Elliots Castle Stobbs burned down in 1712. However, other sources have partially brought our history back to life. Phew, thank goodness. As for the variety of spellings of Elliot, the clan version is Elliot. Spelling was not standardized until the 1800s. In addition, people had their reasons for the spellings, as this little poem indicates humorously. The double L and single T, descent from Minto and Wolfley. The double T and single L mark the old race in Stobbs that dwell. The single L and single T, the Elliots of St. Germains be. But double T and double L, who they are, nobody can tell. Nonetheless, in the early 1600s, after the Scottish and English governments were united, surprisingly enough, the Crown sent many Elliots to Ulster, Ireland, where many settled in County Fermanagh. Because we were notorious reivers, cattle thieves. What an adaptable lot we are. Thank you, and stay safe and well.